Right now, the only way you can survive is if you work your ass off.
Do you think it can make a difference, your work, for somebody who sees it?
For individuals, but everybody knows that music can make somebody's day, you know? That's why I make music, is music changed my life. I believe, you know, there is work that people need to do on a political, financial, scientific level that is absolutely required to improve or destroy this planet. Of course, this is what's happening. There's that side, and then there's this other side, which is inner work. Every single person, no matter how much money you're making or no matter how hard you work at a sport, or if you're not doing the inner work, you're missing half of yourself, right? So I think that music and all arts, you know, helps people do the inner work, because you feel it and you don't understand it, you just think it, and then maybe you think of something and it helps you, and then maybe you fall in love the next day because you felt something you didn't feel before. So I think it can give to people, and I mean, does a rock album change, you know, the world? No, but it changes people's lives a little bit. And what I think is a very exciting thing about right now is that as the music industry falls apart and the planet Earth becomes drained of all of its resources, and the difference, which is why I feel very lucky, is I saw, you know, in the 1990s, it was fantasy land. There was huge corporations and alternative rock music making lots of money and spending tons of extra. I always felt gross about it, actually. You know, I enjoyed, you know, I benefited from the luxuries, but I always knew that there was waste going on, and that in fact it made people lazy, and obviously that's why the record industry is falling apart. You know, Roadrunner might work because it's a small independent label that's still working their ass off. I see how hard these people work. You can, right now, the only way you can survive is if you work your ass off, and that is what musicians and artists should be doing. And less money is good, because if we really needed to, we could survive in a cabin with no electricity and we'd be fine. And people have to remember that in order to prepare for the end of the world, first of all, so you're not afraid. That's what was the other good thing about making the film, is we lived in a cabin with no electricity and made a movie with very little money. And that changed my life too, in understanding that, well, if New York City melts, or I'll just walk to the country and I will figure it out, and there will be other people like me who will also figure it out. But I think that the challenges that are present in both the music and the arts and in politics and in the energy crisis, everything that's happening right now, is for the best, because individuals just have to learn how to work harder. And I do think we are incredibly, the privileged people, we're very lazy people, you know, we don't, and I believe in limitations. I think that we're at the best time we could ever hope for, because we have endless technology and very limited budget.
Yeah. When did you start thinking about all those things? Was there, maybe, is that just the past years, or maybe
the past since this project? I mean, I guess I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian, so people, you know, think a lot about political problems, and I mean, just in terms of, you know, I come, like Holland, I mean, you know, pretty decent countries, as opposed to, say, some other countries. So I guess because I moved to the United States when I was pretty young, and I was shocked by how